Okay, so now at this point, you should have your claim, 3 pieces of evidence, 3 reasons, and 1 concluding sentence, all in your graphic organizer. I've given you feedback. Hopefully, you've been making corrections and edits as you've been going. So now it's time to put it all together into one nice and neat paragraph. So the first thing you're going to be doing is clicking this little plus button over on the left side to make a new page, add a new slide. So now you have 2 slides in your document. You are going to take this slide, the second slide, and move it so it is the first slide in your document. Now I want you to add a title for your paragraph. It should be related to what your paragraph is talking about. It's usually just a few words. It's not going to be a complete sentence. My example would be Crash and Pen's relationship. Remember, though, you're talking about Squeaky from the story Raymond's Run. But here's my example. Now I'm going to put this so that it's in the center using this tool. So it's to the left. I'm changing it so that it's in the center. Now I need to copy and paste each part in the correct order. So the first thing I'm going to copy is my claim. Highlight it, copy, click, paste. Now I'm going to my first piece of evidence. Control C, from here, Control V. Now I need to do my reasoning because remember, this reasoning goes with this piece of evidence. Highlight, Control C. I have to click after here, Control V. Back to my second piece of evidence. Now the reasoning for that evidence, Control C, Control V. And my third piece of evidence. Pasting. My third reasoning. And last but not least, I am going to copy my concluding sentence, Control C, and paste that in. So that's the last sentence in my paragraph. As you can see now, it is super chaotic. I have different fonts, different sizes, different colors. So I need to make sure that it is all the same font, same size, and one color. I also want to make sure there's not any weird spaces in between things. So I'm going to be definitely going through and checking that as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select the entire paragraph. I'm going to go over to the font, and I am choosing a basic font. You are not choosing any goofy, fun, or silly fonts. I suggest using like Arial is a good one, Century Gothic, Times New Roman. Those are all good basic fonts. So once I select that, everything now is that font. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it all the same font size. I'm going to go with 30 for this. So I just made it all 30. It should all be the same size now, same font. But again, I still have these funky colors. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. I want to remove all the highlighting color, and I want to make sure all the font is black. So now it all looks nice and neat together. So what I'm going to do next is I want to make sure that my paragraph right now at first is all the way to the left. Then I'm going to put my cursor right at the start, and on my keyboard I am clicking the key that says Tab. I'm only going to click it once. So now it is indented my first paragraph. The rest of it should stay aligned to the left. And now I want to go through and make sure that there's not any weird spaces. So right here, I notice that there's no space in between this period and the next sentence. So I need to add a space there. The second sentence, I see there's too many spaces. So I'm going to, bring it here and just make sure that there's only one space in between. It looks like my quotation marks are going the wrong direction. So I'm going to actually erase them, put them in so that they're, facing the quotation, and then put a space here. Oh, I see another. I have to add a space here in between mean and according. Let's see, are these quotes, those are facing the quotation. Uh-oh, see, these ones right here are not facing the end of the quote. So I need to delete them, put my cursor at the end of this sentence, new one, so now that they're facing the evidence, and then space. Let's see, this sentence is good, just one space. This one's good. I'm going to check these quotation marks so they're putting, they're facing that way. Now I need to make sure that they are facing, yep, these ones are correct. They're closing out the evidence. I have a space. Good. Uh-oh, see, this sentence ends, this one begins. I need to make sure I have a space in between there. All right, awesome. So now at this point, I have my title and I have my whole CERC. I also made sure to move this slide, so this one is at the top. I need this slide to be the first one in your document. What you're going to be doing next is you're going to use the checklist that I gave you, and you are going to begin going through and making any corrections, any edits, any checking for any spelling or grammar errors, really making sure that this is done to the best of your ability. You really need to take your time and go through that checklist, making any final changes. Once you have finished this and finished going through the entire checklist, you are going to go ahead and turn in this document to be graded. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.